Welcome back to the 2023 United States Women's Disc Golf Championship. This is the back nine of round 2 feature card in the FP50 division. I'm Ashley Pickett.
And I am Brooke Johnson. We are here following our lead card FP50 ladies, Miss Des Redding, Miss Juliana Korver, and Miss Tamara Coburn as they tackle the back half of the Cedarock circle layout. Our ladies are facing some really pretty open holes today, but some mean ripping winds.
Yeah, it's making this course that is open and more attackable for a lot of players than its counterpart at Wellspring, just a little bit harder to get to today. We open up here with hole 10. It's a 275-foot par 3. It's a beautiful tee shot. You just have this tiny little gap to shoot through off this hill. It's a really, really fun tee shot. And then you see we have yet another sloping green.
Our ladies have to hit this nice, lovely window with the basket, picturesquely placed there.
Yes, it's a pretty tee shot.
And it is an ace run hole for our ladies here with this distance. Juliana showing why. Wow, that was close.
What a shot. Yeah, the first time that I walked up to this tee pad and I saw this shot, I was like, what is this? This is exciting.
Wild.
Yeah, it's a pretty shot.
I actually think it's easier from this upper circle pad than it is from the lower triangle one.
I
Des
could
with
see
a run
that.
as well.
Because it's at least more level with where you're
Beautiful.
throwing.
It's definitely much more of an upward shot from that other tee pad. It was fun to throw for practice, but I'm definitely glad we played this one. They're a little wide.
Yeah, this is a hold that does play really well for a right-hand backhand as long as you can keep it really straight and just let the disc naturally work towards the basket at the end of its flight.
It is a little rough if you don't clear that initial gap. As you can
Yeah.
see, Tamara's up in there trying to get out.
She wound up in a really funky area.
She kind of kicked right and then dropped basically straight down right in the middle of that ditch, and it's just so thick to get out of.
At least it is not out of bounds, but it's almost...
Almost wish it was.
Yeah, it's almost its own kind of OB because it can take a couple shots to get out of there. She finally makes it to the basket with her scramble.
JK with the putt from that ace run. Ugh. Cage is not her friend today. Des with a little bit of uphill and some tailwind, it looks like.
Great putt.
No problem for Des Redding. She cards yet another birdie. Tamara says, let's get this disc in this basket and get off of this hole.
Cleans up her double bogey there.
And JK tapping in her par. We are rolling up to probably the shortest chunk of this course. We are headed to hole 11, a 205-foot par 3 that definitely has some teeth. You want to get up the middle of this gap and bear to the right, but not too far because it does drop off behind this basket.
It's a great forehand shot.
It definitely shapes up well for a forehand. I'm sure our ladies are going to show us some absolutely beautiful backhand turnovers.
Just like that. That is gorgeous.
Parked it. Ooh,
Slides in there
nasty.
nicely. There's a backstop there with those rocks, which is nice. So you can use the ground there to slide in there and it'll just catch it. But otherwise, like Brooke said, you have to be careful because there's a slope behind it.
Juliana fighting her way through the trees, but she should have a putt over there. I think she got far enough through to have a look at it.
Yeah, this was a fun hole to throw today.
3 for 3 on some very beautiful backhand turnovers from our card here. It's a scary putt to run because it drops off pretty quick. Oh, Tamara's not scared.
Yeah, no fear for her.
Beautiful run. Good sit, too.
Good putt from JK. Cards the birdie.
Please. Does this? Let me just tap this in real quick. Excuse me. Don't want to hit my head. Nice tap in par from Tamara here. She gave it a run.
All right, hole 12's 235-foot par 3. I think another great forehand shot. You have to be careful though with how hard you come in on this green. That creek is not out of bounds, but if you would get a nasty skip, you can see the rough is pretty rough on the other side of it, so you can have a hard attempt to get a card to birdie there if you wind up across the creek.
There are a couple of other pins that you can kind of see in the background here that do make this a relatively scary green to approach, just because it is quite a busy area on this course, as well as at least one other tee pad that you can see. Beautiful shape with Juliana, but a little bit too early of a turn. Basically, if you throw it right at that camera guy out there, you're gonna have a good look. Tamara says, right at the camera guy. Got it. All of our ladies here a little bit shorter than they want to be, but honestly, for the shape of this hole, a 3 is not bad.
No.
Tamara with a run and a good stop.
I just barely missed my birdie putt on this hole today, and it was painful.
Juliana says, I'm going to put it right there. It does with that scary putt you were talking about. We all know she's running it. Oh, so close.
A little low there on her attempt, but an easy drop in for a par.
All of our ladies tapping in their pars here. They all gave it a pretty good run. This is a fun hole to run.
Yet another rare star par frame from our card here.
Ooh, careful on those roots. And our ladies cross up past that other basket we could see to hole 13. The 230-foot par 3 shapes up really well for whatever kind of shot you want to throw. A nice flexy forehand, a nice flat pretty backhand. If you do go past deep of this basket, it does drop off pretty quickly over there. And there was some pretty crazy wind today.
Yeah, if you end up on the right side of that basket too, putting on to that downhill slope, you have to be careful because the wind was also causing some rollaways today that were a little heartbreaking. People were going from birdies to bogeys, just like that.
Might have witnessed that on the card in front of me, Ashley. Juliana and Des don't want this basket to have any business with that. They're going to put those right in the bullseye. Ooh, nice little tree keeping Tamara from going over the edge and keeping her in the circle for her putt here.
She's actually at a great angle there, though.
It's a much less scary putt. Oh, the leaf. No.
That leaf robbed her. She's pointing it out. Get that leaf.
Who put that here?
Easy birdie for
sneaking
JK.
it in there. Does for her birdie putt.
Putting on a clinic.
These ladies are showing us why they are two of the best of all time.
I know that part feels good after some of the holes that she's battled through today.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hole 14, we have a little shorty here. It's a 195-foot par 3. I think you can get away with either a forehand or a backhand here on this hole. It shapes up well for both shots. The backhand's probably more preferable though because of the way that the green slopes down to the right side. You can get quite a skip if you're throwing a forehand in.
Backhand's definitely the safer play because that ground is pretty skippy there.
Yeah, you see
Does
how...
throwing a pretty backhand hyzer.
Yep, crashes it right into that slope.
That'll sit there for a really nice putt for her. There is actually a tee pad. The tee pad of hole 13 is kind of behind this basket and up to the left. So this kind of area was taking a little bit of time for our ladies. As you can see, there's the tee pad of 15 back there.
Yeah.
It's a tight area.
But also a very beautiful course.
Yeah. Yes.
A lot of fun to play. What a
Ooh,
shot.
Tamara. That looks parked. Juliana's got an outside the circle uphill putt. Cashed it. Beautiful putt from JK.
She's rolling again with that putter.
Trying to catch Des. Oh, Des off the band.
Another rare missed putt from Des.
Giving her card mates a little hope here.
JK gets a stroke back on her.
And Tamara as
Oh.
well. Nice birdie.
Big money Tamara with the birdie.
Des tapping in her par. She is human. She can miss a putt every now and again too. We head to hole 15, the 300-foot par 3. Pretty much dead straight, plays a little bit downhill. Some of the best shots on this, you're going to hit right in that grass area in front of the whiskers and just skip it right up to the basket for a nice little tap in. There was a kind of crazy crosswind
Yeah.
on this hole today. JK playing it just like I said. Skip it right up there.
That had a great little ride from the wind. It fought through it nicely. It looked like I was trying to knock it down, but it stayed in flight. Good pull from Tamara.
She's trying to wave it back
Okay.
over, stable that up.
I did what she said.
Right on the edge of the circle. Looks a little low out of Des's
Yeah.
hand. She got some good ground play too. I
That's-
think she's right outside the circle.
That's great skip there.
This was a really fun hole to throw.
It was a lot of fun.
This putt does not look fun for Des though. That headwind is roaring.
Another birdie putt that I missed. Gonna hopefully get that back on Sunday.
Whoop. So close. Ah, she hates it. You can see it in her face. It's a good run though. Ugh.
Little
Who put
low
a
from
force
JK.
field on the basket. All of our ladies begrudgingly tapping in their pars here. Definitely a force field on the basket.
It's alright, I see those girls birdieing it on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Alright, hole 16, a 270-foot par 3, plays really well for a right-hand backhand player or a lefty forehand. Again, another shot that you want to put it up in the air, put it on some nice hyzer straight line and kind of let the disc work back naturally towards the pin. Plays a little downhill before it reconnects and goes uphill towards the green.
Juliana got some early branches. Man, that wind is rude.
Yeah, the
She's in the deep stuff.
wind is really rolling right now. These girls are leaving it inside a little too much. Again, you have to let it work out on the right side and let the disc work back to the pin naturally.
There was some hard push from the wind.
Kind of like that. Des did a great job with that shot.
Beautiful. She's outside the circle. It's still a rough putt because that is a big tree and those branches are low. Tamara's got some work to do to get out of these woods. Yes, ma'am. She has a look for a putt.
That's what I can do from there.
Outside the circle, she took that high gap. JK can see the basket from where she is.
Yeah, she's lucky she didn't get in too deep.
Right up there should be an easy par putt for her. Tamara giving it a run. Oh, off the front of the cage. Des with kind of an awkward straddle. She opts to just lay it up, not play with that crazy wind she's got going on right now.
Yeah, smart choice. Very smart choice.
That's our ladies all clean up their pars. Oh, Tamara's was a bogey. My bad. I forgot about the trees. Her second shot was so good.
Mm-hmm.
We head to our hole 17, 600-foot par 5 absolute bomber. Our ladies want to crush down this fairway. Once you crest this hill, this last hill, it goes downhill towards where the pin is. It does continue sloping downhill, so the basket does come up fast. Our ladies with some distances is absolutely eagleable.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see at least one in the fields that are playing this weekend.
Ooh, that got pulled wide right, but still smashed from JK.
Yeah, it's actually not bad if you end up over there because of the way that the hill is. You can actually still see the pin versus if you would wind up straight on the bottom of that hill there. That's a smash from Des.
Wow, the wind just up and down, up and down. It was whipping your discs on this hole. See it dumping Tamara's out. A little short on the left there, but she's still a good way out there.
Yeah, even if you don't have a ton of distance, this is definitely a still, easy par to get, and you can definitely still try to get a birdie too because of the fact that it is short and does play downhill at towards the end of the fairway here towards the basket.
Does look like she'll have a circle to look for eagle.
It's impressive.
Very pretty second shot. Juliana's drive was mashed.
Ooh, what a shot.
Juliana says, eagle, I want albatross.
Right.
And that tree is right on circle's edge, so she may have an obstructed putt for eagle, but she will have a bid. Tamara trying to wave it down. Says, slow down. She says, I'll take a tap in par, thanks.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Use the pars to your advantage.
See if Des can card this eagle.
C2 eagle bid into a headwind. Oh, so close, but good backstop with the tree.
Yeah, that was honestly a smart, soft bid, too. The way that green is behind it. You could go sailing and then even take birdie out of the play.
Oop. Little low for Juliana, but that may well have been a layup. And honestly, a smart one. Like you said, it's so easy to go far on this basket.
Especially with the wind.
Yes. They say battle, dropping birdies.
Right. They should just go the same time, dunking in together. Two of the greats.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
All right, hole 18. It's a 460-foot par 4. Another very scoreable par 4 out here on the course. Dead straight, really nothing to contend with until you get close to the green. Then you see there's a tree there on the right side. But other than that, it's just wide open and waiting for somebody to smash a line drive shot straight up this fairway.
The only thing you had to contend with today was this wild wind.
Whoa!
Ooh, Juliana's drive is going up, down, elevator.
That took that on a wild ride.
Phew. This wind was doing some crazy things to discs out here on this hole. It felt like a tailwind from the tee, and then crosswind about halfway up, and then a headwind out at the basket. So, Des with a solid drive out there.
Yeah, there were times, you were standing on the tee pad and you would feel it in your face, and then all of a sudden you would feel it underneath your disc, pushing behind you, and you're just like, what is going on? The wind is just constantly changing.
Tamara with a rip good second shot.
That's a great second shot.
Par 4.
She lines herself up there to have a nice easy upshot for a tap-in par here to end her round.
She can try to throw it in if she wants. Everybody loves a throw in, right?
Yes, we do.
Des says I don't need to throw in, I'll take a tap in. Take one of those C1 putts.
Great up from JK.
She says, me too. I'd love to see her give this a run here. Oh, and she
Just
does.
Puts it up in the
Go
air.
in.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
Get it.
Big money, Tamara.
She says, I can get a birdie too.
Oh, she needed that, honestly. She deserved that after some of the crazy kicks and rolls and stuff she's had this round.
Oh yeah, that's how you want to end a round. Run it down.
Go get it, girl.
Run it down. What a putt. That's how you end your round.
Now these ladies have a chance to end the round with a start frame. Boom.
All right. Des said my part is done.
One more putt. And our ladies in this round with an exclamation mark.
Can't see Juliana leave us hanging.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Great last hole from our card here in the FP50 division.
What a finish from our ladies on the last hole here. Tamara's still hype. We have Des shooting neg 9 this round, Juliana shooting neg 8, and Tamara with a +3. That was a beautiful birdie there on the end.
Yeah, and after 2 rounds now, Des has quite the lead. She's sitting at neg 21 overall, while Juliana is sitting at neg 13. And then we have the next person is Michelle Green, who jumped up from the chase card and is now sitting at neg 8. We'll see you out here for the next round of the U.S. Women's Disc Golf Championships. I'm Ashley Pickett.
And I'm Brooke Johnson. Thanks for joining us.